Hi there, Andy from Suite Editions. This is our second video that's dedicated to outlining some of the rules and regulations for building a garden suite in a specific city in Ontario. So today we're going to be covering Steel City, also known as Hamilton, Ontario. Now, if you don't have a background on what garden suites are, I highly recommend that you check out our video, Garden Suite Basics, What You Need to Know. You can watch that first, come back, or watch it after this video, but do check it out. So at a high level, garden suites are also known as coach houses, backyard homes, and detached accessory dwelling units. And because of policy changes province-wide, these are now being allowed in many cities and towns. There are numerous benefits to garden suites, such as providing more affordable housing units. It's a great option for family members to live close together. And it's a great investment option for homeowners and small investors because you're building on land that you already own. So in this series, we're going to outline 5 important rules specific to each city for garden suites. These include zoning, lot size minimums, unit size maximums, height restrictions, and parking. Now, there are other factors to consider, so understand that what we have here is for informational purposes only. Don't rely on this information to make any real estate decisions. Do your due diligence by contacting the city or going to their website for detailed and up-to-date information. Okay, so I'm standing in front of Hamilton City Hall. As you can see, it's a beautiful day out here. Hamilton, Ontario is a big city with around 500,000 people, with the metro area at around 750,000, and it's growing rapidly. Although many people think of this city as Toronto's version of Brooklyn, Hamilton is actually entirely its own economy. It has an incredibly diverse and important economy in the Golden Horseshoe and Canada as a whole. With Stelco and Dofasco producing 60% of Canada's steel, it isn't called Steel City for nothing. Of course, Hamilton is home to the prestigious McMaster University and Mohawk College. Healthcare is also big in Hamilton with 5 major hospitals. In terms of construction activity, the first half of 2021 saw $1 billion worth of projects, and Hamilton will also be getting a $3.4 billion light rail transit system. But most importantly, Hamilton is home to Canada's most important landmark. Can you guess what that is? That's right, the very first Tim Hortons, right here in the corner of Ottawa Street North and Dunsmuir Road. Hamilton was a very desirable place for many people in the GTA to move to for more affordable housing options, but that's no longer the case. According to a recent study by Oxford Economics, Hamilton is the 3rd least affordable housing market in Canada, right behind Toronto and Vancouver. So this is why housing options like garden suites make even more sense than ever. Okay, so let's dive right into it. In the spring of 2021, Hamilton passed a new policy for SDUs, which stands for secondary dwelling units. Now, it's important to use the same vocabulary for that city, so for the rest of this video, we're going to be calling them SDUs. This can be for attached units, such as those in the basements, second floors, and additions, and can also be detached units, which is what we refer to as garden suites. Under the new bylaws, you're allowed up to 2 SDUs in many single-family neighborhoods. So including the main unit, this can mean you can have 3 units in total. But only one of the SDUs can be detached. Before we jump into the 5 important considerations, it's also worth noting that Hamilton has different bylaws for each of its former 6 municipalities, including the former city of Hamilton, Ancaster, Glanbrook, Dundas, Flamborough, and Stony Creek. SDUs are implemented in all of the zones, but specific details will vary. For simplicity, I will base my discussion on the former city of Hamilton only. So you should check the residential zone project page for more detailed information for your zone and property. So now let's jump into the 5 important considerations for building a detached SDU or garden suite in Hamilton. Now, in terms of zoning, SDUs can be located in single detached, semi-detached, and street townhouses in all residential districts, and H districts, which are community shopping and commercial areas, allowing a total of 3 units. For minimum lot size requirements, there's nothing shown in the bylaws. If your lot is too small, then you will have a difficult time complying with the bylaw requirements of the unit. So this issue actually takes care of itself. For the unit size of the detached SDU, it cannot be larger than the main house and it cannot exceed 75 square meters, which is around 800 square feet. The maximum lot coverage for all accessory structures on the property, including the detached SDU and any garages, cannot exceed 25% of the total lot area. Additionally, you can only have a maximum of 2 bedrooms. This is to encourage less occupants living in the unit, suitable for family members of the main unit occupants. In In terms of height restrictions, the maximum height is 6 meters, which is just under 20 feet. So in this case, you may be able to have a second story. But remember that the total square footage can only be 800 square feet. So if you have 2 floors, you would have to split up the allowable floor space between the 2 stories. For parking, there must be a minimum of 1 parking space for each new SDU, including the parking space for a basement SDU. This is in addition to the parking of the existing house. Now keep in mind that there are certain areas in the lower city that do not require additional parkings for any SDUs. You only have to have parking space for the original property. Okay, so that covers some of the high-level requirements for garden suites in Hamilton, which is what they refer to as SDUs or secondary dwelling units. There's a lot more due diligence that needs to be done. So this is just a highlight of some of the main items. There are setback requirements, landscaping rules, and many others. Make sure to check with the city on any property you're interested in. Now, the city is very helpful in answering questions, but don't overdo it as they are also very incredibly busy. Remember not to rely on this information. It's just to give you an idea. Do your due diligence with the city as things can change. Okay, so what are your thoughts on Hamilton or garden suites? Do you have any questions or comments? Please share them below. We hope you found this video to be useful, and we look forward to seeing you build one of these in Hamilton soon. Okay, so we'll be back later with another video showcasing another city in Ontario. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm Andy from Sweet Additions. All the best and to your success. Hey guys, so we're bringing back our popular Second Suites Profit Formula training program with live sessions starting on the week of May the 16th. If you sign up by April the 24th, you also get the bonus on-site tour of our brand new 2-unit conversion in Brantford on Saturday, April the 30th, where we break down the entire renovation process and all the costs associated with it post-pandemic. We also have a $400 off early bird discount. Space is limited for the bonus on-site workshop, so sign up now so you don't miss out. In our training, we're going to cover the entire process of second suite investing and also get into some of the technical sides of garden suites. We cover financing, design and permits, step-by-step renovation process, strategies for renting out and refinancing, and a whole lot more. We also have expert guests on our sessions to answer your questions and bonus workshops of live projects and garden suites. You don't want to miss this opportunity to learn how to create amazing homes and generate lasting wealth. Check out the link in the description below to sign up with our early bird discount and get the bonus on-site training. Thanks very much, and we'll see you there.